and we look at hurdles, and we always think about negative emotions which are affecting us. These positive emotions also build important skills and relationships which are crucial to optimize any performance. So they mentioned 5 important benefits of positive emotions that are like, positive emotions enhances the performance, and that help you to calm down and reset, build resilience, and develop new relationships, maybe personally or professionally. And positive emotions strengthen your current relationships, right? So discuss more about this topic. I have Lolita with me. She has more than 5 years of teaching experience, currently working as assistant professor in the Department of English, Linguistic and Literature at SDM Degree College, Mangalore. And she's a content writer, poet, orator, and Lolita have completed post-graduation in English literature, and she's a B.Ed holder, very enthusiastic to learn and exploring the world. Teaching is her passion, and she finds mindfulness in the success of her students. And to add to all this, she's a very good human being. Welcome to Ab Initio, Lolita.
Yes. Thank you so much, Bhushan.
Now platform is yours. Without any delay, let's start.
Yes. Okay. Hello, everyone. As I cannot see people on my chat, so I just let me have an icebreaker session with you all, okay? So it's fine if you can just text it. So when I say hi, you should tell me, you should give me a hello as an encouragement, because all teachers do is we encourage each other. So when I say hi, I want you all to tell me hello. And when I tell hello, you should tell me hi. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello.
Thank you so much. It means a lot. So for today's session, it is teachers' well-being in a changing environment and power of positive emotions. So in this brief line, we have 3 different parts and 1 person. So can you all tell me which is the person over there we are talking about? We are talking about teachers. So teachers' well-being. So if a teacher is good and comfortable with their life, we can get a change in the society. So changing environment here can be the working place, which I'll be continuing later, and power of positive emotions. Power of positive emotions over here can be the personality traits that we have got. Okay? Yes. Okay, so there's a small activity. I want any 3 among the participants to kindly unmute your audio. And can you all try this tongue twister?
Any noise, a noise, an oyster, but a noisy noise, a noise, an oyster more.
Yes, you need to be like a tongue twister. Let's see whoever gets it. Yeah, thank you. Anyone else?
Any
Okay.
noise?
Yes.
Yes, Rajesh Verma, please.
Any noise annoys an oyster, but a noisy noise annoys an oyster more.
Okay. So the first question that I'm going to throw among y'all is, who is a teacher? So according to y'all, who is a teacher? This person, the word teacher, you have come across since our childhood, since we started schooling, we have seen the person as a teacher. So according to y'all, who is a teacher? I like my sessions to be interactive, so kindly interact, please.
Okay, so Rajesh Verma says the guiding source of our life.
Yes, the teacher is a guide who helps us in showing us the right path. Anyone else?
Someone who can show someone else something new.
Yes, a person who teaches us something new.
Yes, I want to share something. Sorry, I'm using a different laptop, and so the camera isn't working. If that is okay. Alexander here.
Alexander, I didn't get you. Please repeat.
Oh, I just wanted to contribute to who is a teacher, but
Yes.
I was just saying that I'm sorry, my camera isn't working because I'm using a different laptop, and so that if that is okay.
That's okay. That's okay. Please go ahead.
All right, thank you. All right, so basically, a teacher is someone who basically puts himself or herself to the people that they teach. It could be children, it could be adults. A teacher is a role model. A teacher is more like a parent, a father and a mother, be it a mother teacher or a father teacher, because this is something that as a role model or as a mother or as a father, you are going to teach people, children, about how to live a life that can bring change. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Lolita Dharini says teacher is who transfer or help students to acquire a new knowledge.
Okay. Yes, that's right. All the definitions and even the attributes are same, and I take it for myself as a teacher. So, according to me, a teacher is one who is a team captain. So, example, we have a class, we call them as a class teacher. We can also call them as a team captain. An hero without cap is a teacher, encourager. Even though we have got problems, what do? We encourage our students to come in front. Next one is advisor. Even though we are stressed out, we do not show that stress to our students. Even though they come up with us with a silliest problems, do we laugh at them? No, we do not laugh at them. Instead, what do? We advise them. We coach them. Sometimes we have to instruct our students for their better future, how to write an exam. So what do? We coach them. We enlighten them. Helping hand. And helping hand, we not only help the students, but we also help our colleagues. Next is the enricher. If a teacher is comfortable with the students, what does the student get? Even the student becomes comfortable. In case, imagine our teachers are strict, will we be able to be comfortable with them? We will not be able to be comfortable with them. So enrichment is making the place comfortable for the students. Next one is role model. So role model is a person whom we want to be or we inspire to be. Even though we might have many role models, but for our students, we are the role models. So what do we celebrate today?
Mother's Day.
Yes, Mother's Day. A teacher is just like a second mother. So we have so many students, even though we have our own children, sometimes we give importance to our students because we want their future to be brightened up. So to all the teachers who are listening to this, I wish you a happy Mother's Day. Okay. So well-being. Can you all define well-being? What is the meaning of well-being?
Thinking good about others.
Yes, thinking good about others, not only about others, but also ourselves. We being good. Anyone else wants to answer? Okay, as I was researching for this topic, I thought I was just not sure what I would talk. I was scared, I was nervous, but right now, uh, because of your encouragement, the icebreaker session that we did, I was very encouraged to start my topic. I was just telling Pooja that I don't know what I'm gonna speak, but what did she do? She just motivated me to start my topic. So as I told y'all, I was researching this. This might be funny for y'all, but well-being is a wellness of life. I chose this meaning because it might be very easy for me to explain to you all what well-being is about. Do we have only one emotions, that is positive emotions, or do we have negative emotions? We have both, right? That is positive emotions and negative emotions. So what happens? Sometimes we give control to our negative emotions. We should not be that in our life. Instead, we should give a life of positive emotions. So I'll give my own examples. When Pooja gave me this topic, I had no idea what I'm going to talk about. But I went and asked my friends, my close ones, what am I gonna talk? So they gave me their insight. So what were they doing? Which kind of positive emotion is this? They are sharing their information with me. If they wanted, they could have told me that, no, man, you can't do it. But they did not do that. Instead, what did they do? They motivated me, they encouraged me to do this. So, well being is a wellness of life. Maybe we have heard this quote, when we smile, can anyone complete it for me? When we smile,
We encourage others to smile.
we encourage others to smile. When we smile, the universe smiles at us. Have you all tried this? When we smile, we can see that the sky is very happy. It's a sky is pink. But when we frown or when we are sad, what happens to us? We feel that even the universe is being sad. So well-being is nothing but when we overcome the negative emotions that we have. So do we think every time we are happy? We cannot be happy every time, right? Or we cannot be sad, or we can't be like, oh, I'm sad today, I'm sad tomorrow, or I was sad yesterday. We cannot have the sad emotions. Instead, we should have a balance between both, that is sad and good emotions, that is positive and negative emotions. So that is called as a balance of both the emotions, being positive and negative emotions. If we have peace in our life, what will our life become? We have a satisfaction towards our life. Are you all able to understand?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there are 4 major types of well-being. So the first one is emotional well-being. Emotional well-being is when we have the ability to practice stress management and relaxation. What is the first thing that we do when we are stressed?
We can take it out on others.
Okay, we take it out on others. That's the okay.
I drink coffee. I
Sometimes
drink coffee.
okay, if you do not know, Susanna, if you do not have anyone to take it over, whom do you take it on?
I drink coffee.
You drink coffee.
Some people like to take their stress out on themselves and maybe eat more.
Yes, emotional well-being is yes, sir.
I eat more.
Very good. Yes, even that is kind of a negative emotion. But what is he trying to do over there? He's trying to balance his emotions. So emotional well-being is having a balance between relaxation and stress management. So how many of you all like to go to a beach?
Me.
All of us like to go to a beach.
Me.
So what happens over there? The
Sunset with the breeze.
yes, sunset with the breeze. It gives
Yeah,
us
and you get relaxed.
yes, we get relaxed. Okay. Next one is physical well-being. What's the meaning of physical well-being?
Being healthy, having a regular diet.
Having a regular diet or having a functional body. Sometimes what happens, we tell our students, eat good food. But what do? We end up, okay, especially me. I tell my students, go eat good food, and I end up eating junk food. So, but physical well being is a balance between good food and good exercise. Our students, we have got extracurricular activities, and as teachers, what do? We stand over there, we do not get involved. So, what we can do is for physical well being, we can ask when the students are doing warm up exercise, even we can do exercise with them because it helps us in good flow of blood. The next one is workplace well-being. Workplace well-being, as a teacher, we have got a set of skills, and also not only for us, but we can also use our skills by helping others. We can form a positive relationship. Imagine that you go to your workplace and you do not have friends. Do you all feel like going to work? No, you feel like, oh, I have to go to work. No. But when we have good friends, what happens? We are enthusiastic to go to work. So that is having a positive relationship with our people in the well-being. Next one is social well-being. We as teachers, we are not only for the school, but we are for the community. So if we have proper social network, we can help the people not only in the school, but also outside the society using our social network connections. Okay. How can we improve our well-being? The first one is teachers learning self-efficacy and identity. Okay, I'm not able to see my screen. Just give me a moment. Teacher learning and self-efficacy and identity. Imagine you as a teacher, you do a lot of works, but nobody is telling you all anything. What do you feel? Will you be excited to do more work?
No.
We won't be excited to do any work because nobody identifies us, nobody appreciates us, or nobody tells us anything. So teacher learning is sometimes in my college, I have something called as feedback. I think if you people have it in your college, a teacher
We have.
yes, a teacher feedback helps the teacher to be like, okay, I'm doing something wrong in this. I should work on my skills. I should work on my other skills. In our college, we take the feedback of teachers and also the students. Sometimes we feel like I'm not doing good. So how can we get motivated? By having the feedback. It might sometimes we take only bad criticism, right? For some, if I come and tell you that you look beautiful, what would be your question? Will you all tell thank you, or instead do you all tell is it? We do not take positive criticism well. Instead, we take bad criticism. I tell you that you're not looking good. You'll be like, oh yeah, I know, right? We have that attitude, but we should not have that kind of attitude. We should take positive criticism and the negative criticism as well as together. Next one is self-efficacy. It means that when we do something, our authorities should be acknowledged. So what happens? Even though if it is a difficult task, we will be able to manage it because we think that the person has entrusted their trust on us and we should fulfill it. And identity, as I told you all, if we have identity in our college or school, it will be beneficial for us. We will be, people will come to know about us. That is teachers learning self-efficacy and identity. Next one is create a welcoming staff. How many of you like to go to work on a Monday morning or after vacation? Everyone?
I wonder.
Oh, you want to?
It depends. It depends how my break was.
Correct.
I'm
Yeah.
either excited to go back and get away from being at home with all my children, or I'm dragging.
Okay, so what you can do is we can create a welcoming staff room. For example, in my case, I do not like Mondays, and now I'm in my vacation. I'm like, I just want to prolong my vacation more and more so that I don't get to go to college, but then we have to end up in college. So in my workspace or my cabin, I have a money plant, or also I've got a bit of affirmations. I have sticked my affirmations. So what happens when I look at affirmations? Even though nobody is going to motivate me on that Monday morning, because nobody is interested to come to college on that Monday morning, especially when I go to my workspace, I feel very comfortable because of the affirmations that I have put in over there, and also the money plan, because the plan helps us to reduce our stress. Okay, that is creating a welcoming staff room. Next one is positive, supportive, and trusting relationships. So positive, supportive, and trusting relationship is example. Imagine this scenario. Okay, you are walking on the corridor, and there are two colleagues of yours. They are talking to each other. When you're walking from far, what do you feel like? You feel like they are talking about us. But when you go over there,
Yes,
how do they
exactly.
respond? They respond to you in a very positive manner, and later you realize that, oh, you shouldn't have done that, you shouldn't have judged, right? So we shouldn't judge the person when we look at them for the first time. Instead, we should come to know about the person. We should have a supportive and trusting relationship. There is a senior and junior thing going on in colleges or anywhere, right? Seniors, juniors, as I'm a fresher, I have to learn from the seniors, and sometimes juniors will be having better ideas, that is modern ideas that get along in the college. So the seniors and the juniors should go walk in and trusting relationship. If we do not have any colleagues, as asked you all before, we won't be able to go to school, right? Or we don't like to go to a workspace. So what is important over there, even at the workspace, we should not be isolated. Instead, what we should talk to everyone. So that is it. Next one is invest in staff development and appreciation. So when they recruit staff members, the only thing that they give us a good package, but that we get every month as our salary. That is, even though that is most important, but for a individual growth, we have to be appreciated. The authorities should, like in IT companies, those people have got picnics, they have got outings, they have got their get-togethers. Even in the schools or colleges, we should have get together or picnic, or also celebrate birthdays together. Also, we can go out when they have special important functions of the colleague. We can go through it. So that is invest in staff development and appreciation. Okay. Next one. Can you all see your screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So if I had to ask you all to choose between three among that, which one would you all choose? You have to choose only three, okay?
Eat healthy, exercise, laugh.
Yes. Thank you. Next.
Talk to a friend.
Talk to a friend.
Make a playlist. Make a playlist.
Make a playlist.
Enjoy nature.
Enjoy nature. Okay. Anyone else want to try?
Okay. Alexander here.
Yeah.
Okay. So take care of yourself is my number one. And number two is understand. Sorry, my number two is keep a positive life. I can't see it fully, but keep a positive something. And
Yes, attitude.
yes, and then last but not least will be talk to a trusted person or a friend or someone. Thank you.
Okay, yeah. For me, it is write a story or poem, perform a random act of kindness, talk to a friend.
Oh, yes. I will move on. So the next topic that we are going to deal with is changing environment for a teacher. Okay, this might be boring because it is theoretical part. Kindly bear with me. So the first one is change in working style. So working style, when I first went to a college, the rules and regulations over there were completely different. The timings were different. The dress code is different. So how many among the teachers, your dress code is sari? The mandatory dress code is sari. Nobody?
It's
So-
there, but very occasionally, I suppose, very occasionally in some visits or something like that. But it's always very. I teach in management college, so it's like you can wear a trouser, a shirt with a good blazer, or a formal, Western formal you can wear. So there is no restriction like that in my organization.
Okay, but in my organization, the sari is the must. So in other college where I was teaching, the sari wasn't mandatory. So what am I trying to do over there? I'm trying to adapt with the new changes. So in working style, we can differentiate into two types, the traditional methods and the modern methods. In traditional method, the everything was chalk and chalk. But in traditional method, what do we use? We use PPT. That we do not write everything on a board. Instead, what do we use? We use a PPT. So that is one changes. Before, in the traditional method, we used to give only importance to studies, and the students got only knowledge. But now in traditional, we though we give importance to study, we also give importance to extracurricular activities where the students are able to know about the new things. They adapt new habits because of extracurricular activities. So also I wanted to discuss with online and offline classes. How many of you like online classes?
I don't like teaching online classes,
Yes,
but I like attending online classes. I actually go to a University of Albany here in New York, and it's all online, and I love it.
I don't like
know as a
online.
teacher. Yeah, I don't like teaching online. Neither I don't know. I don't like even studying online. I like physical interaction with people, meeting with people face to face, know their thoughts. Even I teach in class. I'm loving my physical class at present.
Yes.
Yeah,
Like
I think
online.
I agree because, as a matter of fact, when as a teacher, when you have your students in a class, you have a sense of feeling, a sense of touch. Your composure can even give a signal, and it looks different when it is online. And sometimes I feel a bit. Uh, I feel a bit that I'm missing so much when I'm teaching online.
Okay. Thank you. So as I was talking about online and offline, even I would like to give physical classes because right now I can see that. I mean, I can feel it because I can't see at the people whether they are smiling, whether they're sleeping, or whether they are not even listening. So, what happens in a physical classes when the students, even though they're not there, at least when they're smiling, they motivate you to talk more, right? So, even I would prefer off, offline classes. But what happened? But during the pandemic, we had to go to online classes, right? We did not know how to use a Zoom or we did not know how to use a Meet. But what happened? All the teachers, we came together and we helped each other. Nobody was a tech savvy, right? Nobody knew that they were these kind of online platforms. But due to pandemic, we were able to understand that there are platforms such as Zoom, Meet, and so on. So this is the working style difference. So in working style difference, we just need to adjust. We cannot keep complaining that, okay, in my previous college, it was like that, it was like this. But what we can do is we can adapt to the new changes. We can adapt to the present things that we are going on. Instead of keeping on complaining and nagging about the same thing, what we can do, we can just change ourselves. Next one is change in working environment. Working environment. For this, I will just give you my example. As soon as I completed my master's, I got a job. Okay. So the first age difference between me and my students was just 4 years. And even then, I was just like a student. When I went to college, the principal, the teachers over there, they told me one statement. If you people have heard it, do not get close with the students. Yes. So, but for me, it was like a plaything because just after graduation, I got a job, and you go to the class and you feel like, okay, these are poor, pure innocent souls. They do not know anything, and why are they talking like that? But what do the students do? They judge us. In case we are very silent, they tell that, oh, ma'am is very nice. Instead, in case we are very strict, what do they call us? They call us, okay, mom is like a Hitler. So what do? We get names. So that is change in working environment. Then until then, I was a student. I had to think as a student. But now what happened? The chase changed and I became the teacher. And now I cannot think like a student. I need to start thinking like a teacher. Okay, that is changing environment. And even in the college campuses, in some colleges we are able to make friends, and in some colleges we are not able to make friends because of the atmosphere over there. But as teachers, we can make the atmosphere calm. How many of you all are introverts here? Introverts, we are very shy to go and talk first. We wait until the other people approaches.
Me, Rajesh.
So it is very difficult, right? We see the person, we just smile at them, and what do we think? We want that person to come and talk to us. We are not ready to go and talk to that. The other person might feel like, okay, they are showing attitude, man, right? But instead we are scared because we cannot go and talk first. Here what we can do is we have to approach first as freshers. I'm talking as a freshers because seniors want the juniors to come and talk to them, and the juniors are like, okay, I do not know, what can I go and talk to the senior? Okay. Next one is changing in working life balance. Here I would like to give you a story. So there was a man. Okay, you should tell me why I told you all this story. Okay. So there was a man used to work in a IT field. In IT field, his job was to receive calls. And as customers, if there is any doubt, what do we do? If we imagine we bought a new cell phone and it's not working, we call the customer care guy, right? And what do? Are we be like, oh please, or we
No,
be like,
we'll
yeah,
shout, scold.
yes, we shout, we scold, and whatever frustration was there, we just remove on the person. But can that person shout at us?
No.
No, that person cannot shout at us because it's his work. First, he finishes his work, then he goes to his manager, and the manager shouts at him. But when he comes home, there is a tree. How is his mood? Because he's listening to all the shoutings from morning, right? How is his mood?
Probably not very good since
The mood is
they get
very bad. Now he has to go and take the frustration at home, at his wife, at his kids, which is going to be wrong. So instead, what he does is there's a tree right in front of the house. He goes and ties a knot. That is, he has a thread like thing and he ties it over there. And he goes inside the house, refreshed. He doesn't, he's very calm when he's talking to his wife, and he's very calm when he's talking to his children. The next morning, he comes out, he opens the thread and he takes the thread. So he takes the work pressure to work, and he keeps the home pressure at home. Can you all tell me why did I tell you all this story?
So that we can maintain professional and personal life differently.
Yes, so that we can keep our professional and personal life differently. Sometimes what do? We take our work pressure to college or school. And sometimes what do? We take school pressure home. In the 9 hours that we get, 4 hours is our working. And sometimes instead of working, what do? We spend our time gossiping and then we go home and we are like, oh, I should do that, I should finish it. So what we are feeling? We are feeling a social responsibility. We are not able to carry out our social responsibility. As a teacher, if I'm a teacher, my roles are not just a teacher, right? If I come home, I'm a daughter, I'm a friend to someone. So we have to have a balance between work life and home. So we cannot mix both together. Okay. So how can we strategies of well-being, changing environment of a teacher? So the first one is adopt a growth mindset in your teaching. Yes. Okay. If there are teachers, can you all tell me what did you all study? For me, I have done my master's in education and I've also completed my BA. If teachers are there, can you all tell me what is your education background? If you're okay to tell me.
Okay, I'm Professor Dharini. I teach MBA students. I am MBA in Finance and International Business. I'm pursuing my PhD, which is in this year I'll be completing and submitting. In skills, I am financial modeling expert. I am expert in financial markets. I also did a lot of consultancy and all. So it's a mix of corporate teaching and a goodwill work in society as well. So it's a mix of everything.
Yes, very good. Anyone else?
I actually have only completed high school, and I am a teaching assistant. Technically, I'm a teaching assistant. However, we had an issue at school where one of our professors, he had passed away. So I actually ended up getting shifted since we were out of a professor for one of the classrooms. So I was elevated to actually a teaching position, even though I don't have the credentials for it this year. So I am teaching in a kitchen. So I'm working on knife skills and simple baking and cooking.
Yes. Okay. So,
Okay.
So we do not stop learning. For a teacher, learning is a continuous process. It can be knowledge or also it can be life skills. So the first thing that we can do is sometimes for me, English literature, I just read novels. So for me, maths, I'm not able to do maths. As well, when I was in 10th standard, if I'm talking about marks, how many people think that marks are important?
It may be important only to just get into some like institution or not. After that, it doesn't matter. I think just to get into some particular thing.
Okay, so here I was a failure. When I was in 10th standard, that is, we have to write a public exam, right? I failed in for 3 marks. But now that time, it was a very shock for me because the first thing I could do was, okay, I'm going to quit studying. But my mom encouraged me to study more, study further because I wanted to be a teacher and I could get a change in the mindset. So whenever I feel like quitting, I remember the thing when I fail. So that keeps on motivating me. And also, as teachers, we should not stop learning. And always there's a purpose, right? My purpose was that I wanted to get change in the society. So we should always remember the purpose that we are become no teacher. Next one is embrace the stress. So, yeah, can anyone tell me if you do not have stress? Any person over here who doesn't have stress?
I think we
Me-
all carry stress, but I like to get rid of stress by listening to music.
We all have stress, right? So when I tell to embrace stress, I do not tell you all to argue your stress or just, okay, it is Sunday, so no stress. It starts from Monday. Okay, that's good. Okay, embrace the stress. We all have stress. We all have negative emotions, and also we have positive emotions. So we can overcome the stress by keeping which emotions first, positive or negative? By keeping our positive emotions first. When we look at people and when they start telling their problems to us, we feel like our problems are nothing compared to theirs. Sometimes I might feel that, dude, your problems are nothing, man. My problems are more. So instead of keeping on telling that I have stress, let us embrace the stress. And if it makes us good, we can also feel that even other people have got stress. Okay. Next one is it creates clear boundaries between home and school. As I explained it earlier, make sure that you have a proper boundary between home and school. For example, for me, my work timings are from 9 to 4:30. And after 4:30, I am available to my students as a counselor, but not as for a teaching fee. So let us make sure that when we have a time, we should take time for ourselves because even we are human beings and not machines. Next one is ask for help. How many of you all don't ask for help when you work? Or you have the attitude that, okay, I can do everything. How many of them have that attitude? Everyone should ask for help, right? What will happen when we ask for help?
Someone will say yes, someone will say no. We cannot.
Okay. Someone will say yes and someone will say no. So we can ask for help. Sometimes it helps us to build a relationship, a friendly relationship. Sometimes we can ask help not only with the colleagues, we can also ask help with the students. The most important people for us in our life are students when we are teaching. So for me, they have supported a lot and I don't mind asking help with them. So we have to make our mind free that, okay, if I help them, I should help them back. Kindly do not have that kind of attitude, but be free to ask for help. It can be from your seniors or also it can be from your authorities. It is one of the positive emotions. Okay. Okay. Next one is an activity. So I want you all to solve this and tell me which is the word that you see first.
Mental. This is Alexander here. I've seen mental.
Mentor. Okay.
I
Yeah.
see life skill.
Life.
Life skill.
Life
Yeah.
skill.
Life skill. Okay. Two more words.
I see happiness.
Okay. I see happiness too. Okay.
Why I'm not getting any word? Oh my
Okay.
God.
I see respect.
Someone is saying tea. Very good. I think I must get coffee.
Yes, tea. Even tea is a positive emotion because it helps us to reduce our stress.
Then I should get
See
coffee,
noise.
but coffee is not there.
I see noise.
Okay. No. Yes. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So the last topic was positive emotions. How many of you all know who is Fredrickson? Barbara Fredrickson. Okay. So Barbara Fredrickson, she is an American psychologist. She told that there are 9 positive emotions that we can use in our life. As the first statement I told you all was, positive emotions are just our personality traits. If you have to be a friend to someone, what are the personality traits that you see in them?
Honesty.
Okay, you see honesty, if the person is honest or not.
If I had
Believing in
after answer, a
oneself.
better listener.
A better
Someone who
listener
believes
is
so.
Believing in yourself.
a person who believes in their self. Others.
Who's happy.
Okay, yes. How many of you are like a person who is sad? We do not like anyone who is sad,
Me,
right?
like not sad, like so that I like the people who is sad so that I can make them happy.
Oh, yes.
That's it.
Same thing I feel. If someone said, I would really love to help. If there's something I
Yes.
can add up.
Yes. So these are the positive emotions that you want when you be a friend to someone. So Fredrickson, as I told you, she is an American psychologist, and she told that there are 10 important positive emotions that we should have in our life, or we can also help them, or also what do we tell? Out of the world.
Yeah, see, I think we have to, we should be able to transfer that positive emotions to people whom we meet. As Dharini and others were referring, when people are sad, probably if we are positive and if we have positive emotions, we'll be able to transfer that and probably bring in smile on that sad face.
Okay, yes. So Fredrickson said that there are 9 positive emotions. I'm not going to explain you all word by word because maybe we are running out of time. So when I show you all that positive emotions, you might have an example in your life that you would like to tell me, or else I will give you all an example. In both the ways, it's up to your choice. But okay. Okay, so joy. As teachers, we will talk as teachers, okay? When do we find joy? I find joy when I see that my student is doing good, a backbencher, being good, being respectful. So I get joy during that time. Can you give me an examples? Your life examples.
Whenever my lecture went off well.
Okay, yes, whenever our lecture went off well, we feel happy, we feel joy.
Yeah.
When I spend to time with the person I want to spend.
Okay.
And I think I feel joy when I see students, I remember my school days. So that brings in joy.
The next one is gratitude. My example would be when somebody helped me, and I'm glad that they helped me, right? So I be thankful to them.
But I see after having conversation with many people from different background, I feel gratitude for everything I have that others are longing for or waiting to have. Many things like education, job, and friends like you, and other people who are supporting. So that is a gratitude in my life.
Yes. Others?
I mean, gratitude for me is I am very thankful to everyone. I mean, from once I enter in my college, I just thank my God. Okay, you're there. How are you? So I always pass my gratitude to the people because I want to tell them that you are important to me, in that aspect that you somewhere or another they help me out. So be grateful to everyone who are there, who always there standing in to help you out. So gratitude is always every single day. I always present my gratitude to the people around me, even students. Sometimes being doing lectures for 12 years, you might miss out some new technological aspect that they know. So they tell you. So that's also a gratitude.
Okay. Next one is serenity. Serenity is making people comfortable around you. So when I first joined the college, um, I did not know, we did not know anyone, right? But I would be very thankful for the person who would come first and talk to me, because as an introvert, I would wait someone to come and talk to me so that I can make friends. So that would be my example.
Yes, anyone else? Okay, so for me, I think it was my first boss when I started working just after school. I was 17 when I got my first job, and he made me comfortable because I knew only my mother tongue, Kannada. I didn't know any other language. Now I can speak today 6 different languages, but he gave me that courage, and he told me that you are a brave girl and you can do it. Probably he was a better mentor and best mentor. I think that was the moment when I felt that there is someone who's making me comfortable with whatever I come with, and gave me opportunity to learn. Yeah, that's my story.
Okay.
Anyone else?
Well, I would like to also say something.
Yeah,
Alexander
please.
here.
Yes.
Right. So considering joy, gratitude, serenity, it all channels through one vessel, because when you have joy, you are grateful for something that has happened, and also you are in peaceful mind. Talk of your surrounding or your environment. One thing that I would also like to put across is when you find yourself in an environment that has a toxic culture. As teachers, we encounter so many um, different things altogether. But when you find yourself in a place where you are not valued, I think it's something that really disturbs the serenity of the mind, and you seem to have even um, so many different thoughts, and even prompting you to whether to leave or to stay, which is another stressful situation when you find yourself in a group of environments, in a group of people, in an environment where you are not valued. Such a painful situation, and sometimes it can give you so much stress that we are talking about. So for me, what I can say about gratitude is the acceptance, the inclusion, the sort of value that you gain from the people around you. And it gives you a peace of mind that I will also categorize as serenity. Thank you.
That's wonderful.
Okay. So these are the basic things, or the basic positive emotions that we should have among us. If there are teachers over here, once again, how many of y'all became a teacher because our parents told us to be, or we became teachers because it was a call, or we love teaching?
Okay, so I teach because I love the job. I'm not professionally teacher. I am a lawyer, but I love interacting with students, and my father is a school teacher, and he always inspired me. I am here, with the purpose. I do my job, and this is my part time, but with a lot of passion, I do this. Yeah, so I love teaching, so I'm here. Yes. Anyone else?
I love teaching because it's sort of like a calling, especially when you work with young age. You know, we do teach them, but we also learn from them. And it's sort of a blessing that we get when you find yourself teaching young children of school age. They are just I mean, curious to know everything. Sometimes they can even discuss issues that happen at home between mom and dad, between their siblings and stuff like that. And sometimes they can even tell you stories that you, as a teacher, would like to hear, and you might also learn something from them. As a matter of fact, there are life lessons. There are so many things that children want to know. And so it's something that I see as a blessing and a calling, because one, you have to be very empathetic. You have to, every teacher must have empathy, which is one of the greatest essentials when it comes to changing lives of young school age people. So yes, I love what I do as a teacher. I love to impart knowledge and I love to learn from the children that I teach. And it's my passion. Thank you.
Okay, so teaching profession, it is a responsibility. No student would like a
Exactly.
no student would like a teacher who is very blunt with them, right? Because they will be very scared to come and open up themselves. Because at home they might have problems, but when they come to school, they look forward for us to come to school. So what we can do is, because we are not machines or we are not super beings, even we are normal people with flaws. But what we can do is we can improvise ourselves, not only for the people who are there, but also for the students. The last activity is, there are 10 questions, there are 13 questions. Anyone among you all can just,
Who made you smile today? You.
thank you. Anyone can read the question. There are 13 questions. We'll just wind up answers.
Okay. So I'll take it up. Alexander here. Question of the day for kids.
Yeah,
I
because
hope
we
you
all
can
are
hear me.
kids.
That's right. So question number 1 says, who made you smile today? That's a very good question. All right. So do I read all the question at a time? Or
You have to answer. You pick any question.
Any question?
okay. So who made me smile today? As a matter of fact, is my sister, my big sister. Because when I woke up, I saw a message, a very long message for Mother's Day, and it's just I busted into laughter because she actually resembled mom, and that was the smile I gave early morning when I woke up. So yeah, she got me smiling. Thank
That's
you.
so sweet. May know her name. May we actually know her name.
Hannah.
Hannah, thank you for making Alexander smile today. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Next, anyone else picking up any question and would you like to answer? I think Lolita have to pick up the name like school because only 2 members are
I cannot see the people.
There is Susaina and Sarnishka. And
You can call the names and let them do the answering.
No. Okay, anyone else would like to pick up the question and answer?
So I too will answer who made you smile today. So in upstate New York, it's only 7:30 in the morning right now. So when we started, it was 6:30 a.m. I was a little hesitant to show my face, but anyway, so my husband made me smile so far because he was the only one that was awake yet in the house, and he said Happy Mother's Day to me. So I'll check off the next few questions as the day goes.
Okay. May I know your husband's name?
My husband's name is Jim.
Jim, thank you so much making Susanna happy today, for making her smile. And okay, and Susanna, you are looking so beautiful. And need not to
Thank
worry
you.
about the look. You're so beautiful. Okay, and rest. So anyone else would like to pick up the question? I think Rajesh Verma would talk if I talk to him.
Yeah, I would.
Please.
Basically, my full day was spent sleeping, but if I can just name like for smiling and laughing, it's only one person. Like one my friend made me smile, even made me laugh.
What's your friend name? You don't want to tell me his name, his or her name?
Yeah.
That's okay. Rajesh's friend, thank you so much for making Rajesh smile today.
Thank you.
Okay. So anybody else would like to take up any other question?
Okay, maybe I would like to conclude it. So in psychology, there's a word called let go. As teachers or even normal human beings, what we fail to do is we think about the future, we worry about the past, and we forget to live in the
Present.
present. So instead, let us just focus in the present and let's have a balance between negative emotions and positive emotions. Let us have a balance between our work life and the social responsibility. As I quote, teachers are the pillars of the society. Our well-being is the well-being of the
Society, I guess. Yeah.
society. Yes. So I would like to thank Pooja for giving me this opportunity. I do not know how the session was, but I really enjoyed the session. So
It
thank
was
you
really
so
great.
much. And
It was really great.
Rajesh, to my student, thank you so much. And to everyone over here, thank you. Your participation made my session a wonderful session. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Thank you
Lolita,
too.
for a beautiful session, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. You guys can leave your feedback in chat box, or if you are on LinkedIn, I'll share in some time. Event updates, you can share your thoughts there. And thank you so much for being with us for more than 1 hour. Thanks a lot. Have a great evening and have a great Monday tomorrow.
Happy Mother's
See you.
Day.
Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye bye. Take care.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's
Thank
Day.
you
Bye,
all.
Susanna.
Thank you all. Thank you, Susanna.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
You joined first and you stayed with us till, we are concluding this session. Thank you so much. Thank
Yes,
you so
absolutely.
much, Susanna. Thank you.
I'm
Thanks
happy
a
I found
lot.
you on LinkedIn.
Same
Thank you.
here. Thank you. Thank you so much. See you all. Thank you. Thank you, Sarnesh. Thank you. Okay, so we are left with just a second. Give me a moment. I have to stop this.